Welcome to Narayana online digital classes. This is Srinivas, chemistry faculty from Madhapur, Hyderabad. Today, I would like to explain some objective questions from Narayana material from the topic stoichiometry. Let us go for the questions. Here the worked example from our material. On analysis of a compound, it was found that it contains, yes, we have three atoms. One is sodium, oxygen and carbon. So what is the information that was given about the sodium is, yes, here I am converting all those into ratio of their number of moles. Sodium is equal to how many grams? Sodium, number of moles of sodium is equal to 4.08. Weight by gram molecular weight is 23. Okay, then by doing this we can get 0.178 and oxygen, number of moles of oxygen is equal to 0.264. Okay, next number of moles of what is here? Carbon also was given. So carbon, number of moles of carbon, how can we take? Given number of molecules divided by Avogadro number, then we can get the 6.023 into 10 power 23. We will get the carbon number of moles as 0.089. 0.089. Now, for the empirical formula, we can take the simplest ratio of all the atoms present in the molecule. Okay, now here I am taking the simplest ratio, moles ratio, sodium, oxygen and carbon. So here the number of moles of sodium is 0.178, okay, and that of oxygen is 0.264 and that of carbon is 0.089. Yes, so among the three values of number of moles of the three atoms in that compound, carbon is having a least value, so I am taking the ratio as simplest ratio. If I am taking 1:2, here 3:2, here 2. So the molecular formula of the compound is equal to, we have Na, 2 atoms, carbon 1 and oxygen 3. By taking that simplest ratio, how can we take that simplest ratio? Divide the each value with the smallest value. So among all the moles of the given atoms, carbon is having the least value. So by dividing that value with all the values, we will get 2:3:1. Thereby the molecular formula becomes Na2CO3. Okay, let us go for the next question. Calculate this is also worked example from our material 20 problem number. Calculate the molecular formula of a hydrocarbon which contains 85.7% carbon and has molecular mass 84. So here a hydrocarbon, what is a hydrocarbon? A hydrocarbon contains only carbon and hydrogens. We don't know whether how many number of carbons are there, how many number of hydrogens are there. But based on the given percentage composition, we are going to establish the molecular formula. First empirical formula, then based on its molecular weight, we can identify, we can determine the molecular formula also. Okay, now what he has given in this question, percentage of carbon is equal to 85.7. Okay, so automatically percentage of hydrogen, the only element, another element present in hydrocarbon. Hydrocarbon is a compound which is formed by the combination of carbon and hydrogen itself. Remember that. Okay, now automatically then percentage of hydrogen is nothing but 100 minus 85.7. That is nothing but, yes, how much it is? 14.3. Yes, 14.3%. Okay. Now, relative number of atoms. Relative number of atoms from this. What can we do? The percentage was divided with the atomic weight. Here also. 14.3 divided by 1. Okay. Now, by calculating this, we can get, what is the value approximately here? Yes. 7.712 are 84. Okay. 115, 1 something. Okay, approximately. Now, here it is 14.3. Okay, yes. Now, the simplest ratio, simplest ratio, whole number ratio of the two atoms, simplest whole number ratio of the two atoms, carbon and hydrogen. Okay, so carbon is least one, 7.1 by 7.1, 14.3 by 7.1. We can divide the values with the least value. Here the percentage of carbon is less value, here simplest ratio. So that is why I will get here 1:2. Okay. Now, yes, the empirical formula of the compound is, equal to 1 is carbon and hydrogen is 2 based on the compositions. Okay. And see here, what is the molecular formula? Okay. So see here, how many number of units? So by combining, molecular formula was obtained by the combination of different forms of empirical formula. So by knowing n, molecular formula weight divided by empirical formula weight, then we will get a number of empirical formulas by repeating how many times that simplest unit. What is empirical formula? That is the simplest ratio of atoms present in the molecule. Okay. So that is why how many that simplest units are present in a given molecular formula can be obtained by using that formula. So n is equal to, given that molecular formula weight is 84 and empirical formula here, the weight of empirical formula 12 plus 2, how much it is? 14. Yes, it is 14. So that is 6 itself. So molecular formula is obtained by repeating the empirical formula in 6 times, that is equal to C6H12 is the molecular formula of the compound. Is it okay? So by taking that percentage compositions, I am rating the simplest whole number ratio of that percentages. 1:2 I got here. So the empirical formula of the compound is CH2. So empirical formula weight is 14. So empirical formula is nothing but the simplest whole number ratio of all the atoms present in the given molecule. Thereby I am taking this formula for finding the number of that simple empirical formula units that are present in the total molecular formula. By knowing that n value 6, I am able to write that molecular formula. Is it clear? Yeah. Let us go for the next question. Yeah, here. Question number 86. A compound has 20% of nitrogen by weight. If one molecule of the compound contains, so here weight of total percentage of nitrogen in the compound is equal to 20%. 1 by weight. If one molecule, it is by weight, okay, total by weight, it is very important. So one molecule of the compound contains 2 nitrogen atoms, the molecular form. So 2 nitrogen atoms means the total weight of 20% is due to 2 nitrogen atoms is 2 into 14, 28 grams. Okay. So the total weight of the compound, 20% of that compound was occupied by 2 nitrogen atoms, and 2 nitrogen atoms weight is nothing but 20 grams. So now what is the total weight means 100% weight. What is the 100% weight means we can take. If the weight of 20% is 28, then how much weight is 100%? Because he is asking about the molecular weight of the compound, total weight of the compound. Now I am taking x is equal to 100 into 28 divided by 20. Yes, it is 5 times, and 5 into 28, how much it is? Yeah, it is 140 simply. How am I able to do this? Yeah, yes, in one compound 20% and in one compound how many nitrogen atoms are there? 2 nitrogen atoms are there. Okay, so 2 nitrogen atoms means as a whole in 1 mole 2 moles of nitrogen atom. Atomic weight, gram atomic weight of nitrogen is 14. So 2 moles of nitrogen atom is 28 grams. So total by weight of the compound 20% occupying 28 grams, then I can able to calculate what is the total weight by weight of the compound. Okay, yes, that is 140. Let us go for the next question. Right, now which pair of species have same percentage of carbon? Coming to the first option, so here we have two compounds, acetic acid and glucose, C6H12O6, yes. Now here how many carbon atoms are there? 2 carbon atoms are there. So percentage of carbon is equal to weight of carbon by total weight of the compound. Okay, so weight of the carbon 2 into 12, 24 divided by total weight of the compound is 60, and for percentage I am multiplying with 100 in this compound. So in this compound I am going to calculate percentage of carbon separately. Here, how many carbons are there? 6 carbons are there. So 6 into 12, we have 72 divided by this is glucose molecular weight is 180. 72 by 180 into 100. Okay. Now by simplifying this, I will get 40% here for carbon and here also 40%. Okay. So among the given options, the first one will have the same percentage of carbon in both the compound, pair of compounds. So among the given, the correct option is first option. Okay, let us try for the percentage of the carbons in the remaining compounds also. Okay, in the same manner. Now let us go for the next question. Now, what is the mass percentage of carbon in carbon dioxide? Yeah. So what is carbon dioxide? CO2. So here the molecular weight of carbon dioxide is 44 grams. Now percentage of carbon in carbon dioxide is weight of carbon by molecular weight of the compound or total weight of the compound. Okay. So here percentage only one carbon atom is there. So 1 into 12 divided by total weight of the compound is 44. Now by doing this calculation for percentage we can multiply with 100 and I will get 27.27%. Okay, so among the given options, the second one is the correct option. Metal X forms 2 oxides. Yes, 2 oxides. Formula of the first oxide is, yes, here a metal X forms 2 oxides, XO2, and another oxide we don't know. Another oxide we don't know. Okay, now the first oxide contains how much percentage of oxygen? 50% of oxygen. Okay, that means 50% oxygen occupies how much weight percentage in those compound means? Yes, 50% means in 1 mole we have 2 oxygen atoms, 32 grams. So this is oxygen, and similarly the remaining 50% oxygen is for the metal X. So obviously atomic weight of metal X is equal to 32 itself. Is it clear? 32 itself. How can we know this means? So in 1 mole of compound, 50% of oxygen means 2 oxygen atoms are there. So 50% weight is 32 grams. Remaining 50% weight is only due to the metal X. So definitely the only one metal atom is there in 1 mole of that compound, so atomic weight should be equal to 32. Now coming to another oxide in which oxygen percentage is 60 and metal percentage is obviously 40. So simplest ratio dividing with atomic weights, here 16, here 32. So atomic weight is. Now how much it is? Simplest ratio by following that simplest ratio. Yeah, here, yes, 12 by 8 and 6 by 4. So 1 point, how much that? 1.5. 1.5. Now here 10 by 8 or that is 5 by 4. So here 5 by 4 means 1.2 something. So for simplest whole number ratio, we can multiply those with some values, some whole numbers, integers. Okay, so simplest ratio oxygen is to X is equal to 1.5 by 1.2 is to 1.2 by 1.2. That is equal to how much here? 1.5, 1.3 something he is obtained, here 1. Okay, by multiplying with 3 we will get a simple whole number ratio. So that is why here in that compound we will have X is to O is nothing but yes 1 is to 3. Now the answer of this compound X O3. Okay, so the correct answer is second one. Next, let us go for the next question. Cu2s and M2s are isomorphous. What are isomorphous? Isomorphous compounds. Okay, so isomorphous compounds are having same structure, that's it, same structure. So in Cu2s and M2s, the percentage of sulfur is equal to, in Cu2s the percentage is 20.14 in Cu2s and M2s it is 12.94%, okay, respectively. Now the atomic weight of M here. So here in 1 mole of M2s only one sulfur atom is there and that occupies how much percentage? 12.94, okay. So the total weight of the 12.94% is equal to weight of one sulfur atom. So what is the atomic? 32. Now remaining weight. So percentage of sulfur, here it is percentage of sulfur, then percentage of M is equal to how much? 100 minus 12.94, that is equal to how much? 100 minus 12.94, that is equal to 87.06%. So if the weight of 12.94% is 32, as we know the molecular formula of the compound, then we can able to calculate the weight of remaining 87.6%, how much it is. So weight of M present in M2s is equal to, by doing this calculation, 32 into 87.06 divided by 12.94. So obviously we get approximately that weight of 2 atoms is equal to 216. Now atomic weight is equal to 216 by 2, because how many elements are there means 2, we have 2 metal atoms M are present in that compound. The total weight of the two atoms is 216. So weight of each atom is nothing but how much it is? 108 grams. That is the atomic weight of the compound, element M. Okay. So based on this percentage, we are able to calculate the weight of total M present in 1 mole of the compound. Right? Yes. Let us go for the next question. Yeah. A compound has 40% of carbon by weight. If molecular weight of the compound is 90, the number of carbon atoms present in one molecule of the compound. It's a very good question. Yeah. See here. A compound has 40% by weight of carbon. 40% carbon is there. Its molecular weight, already he has given the molecular weight. Molecular weight is equal to 90. Okay. Now how can we find the number of atoms of carbon present in 1 mole? Right. Now see here, in total weight 90 grams, the weight of carbon, how can we find? Weight of carbon in that 90 grams is equal to 90 among, it has occupying 40% divided by 100. Okay. So 36 grams. Okay. So number of moles of carbon present in that 1 mole is equal to weight by molecular weight, because the weight of the compound among the total weight, molecular weight 90 is 36. So 36 grams occupying among that 96. So I am able to calculate number of moles of here, 3 moles. Yes, the first option is the correct one. Okay, let us go for the next question. Yeah, here it is 24. Yeah, see the number of Cl minus and Ca2 plus ions in 220 grams of CaCl2. So how can we able to calculate? If CaCl2 is added in water, what are the ions that are produced? Ca2 plus and 2Cl minus. So what is the molecular weight here? 40 plus 71 for chlorine, that is 111 grams. So if 11 grams is there, it is 1 mole, but he has taken 222 grams, then how many moles are there? So 2 moles of calcium chloride is present in 222 grams of calcium chloride. Okay? Yes. See above from this formula, I am writing again this equation, Ca plus 2 plus 2Cl minus. Okay? See here, for one molecule, for 1 mole of this compound, 1 mole of calcium is obtained, 2 moles of chloride ions are obtained. As a whole, if you take 2 moles of this compound, then if it is completely dissociates 2 moles of same number of moles as the calcium chloride, and here it is 4 moles. So how many? 2 into Avogadro number, 4 into Avogadro number of chloride ions. So the number of Cl minus ions are 4 into N Avogadro number and Ca2N. So among the given options, the first option is the correct one. Okay, let us go for the next question. Yeah, see here, question number 25. 1 mole of CO2 contains, 1 mole of CO2. He is taking 1 mole of CO2. Yes, in that, yes, 3 gram atoms. So it contains, see here, 1 gram atom. 1 gram atom of carbon. 1 gram atom is nothing but 1 mole. And 2 gram atoms of oxygen. Okay, this is the right answer. Now how many? 1 gram atom means 1 mole. 1 mole means Avogadro number of 6 into approximately 23 atoms of carbon. From here, 2 gram atoms means it contains 2 moles and 2 into Avogadro number of atoms. Okay, so among the given options, see here in 1 mole, 1 gram atom, 2 gram atoms of oxygen, 1 gram atom of carbon, 2 gram atoms of oxygen. Okay, so among the given options, see here 3 gram atoms of CO2. So 3 gram atoms of CO2 means not, CO2 is a molecule, so this was wrong option. Now CO2 molecule, what is this? This is also wrong option. 6 into 10 power 23 oxygen atoms, but oxygen atoms are, so how many carbon atoms are there? 6 into 10 power 23. Yes, fourth option is the right one among the given. Okay, let us go for the next question. Yes, maximum number of electrons are present in, so how many number of electrons present in? Yes, given. First option, I am going to through the first option here. 2.24 liters you can calculate of SO2 STP. Okay, 2.24 liters means it is 0.1 mole. Okay, in sulfur dioxide itself, what is that atomic number of sulfur here? 16 plus oxygen 2 into 8. Totally, if you take in 1 mole of SO2, we have how many electrons? 16, 32 electrons are there. So if you take 1 mole of that compound, you have 32 moles of electrons. As one molecule have 32 electrons, 1 mole have 32 mole of electrons, but you have only 0.1 mole. So how many number of moles of electrons are there? 32, that is equal to 3.2 moles of electrons. Okay, here in 2.2 liters, this much will have. Similarly, we can calculate in all those conditions. 0.2 mole means in NH3, so in one molecule 7 plus 3, 10 electrons are there, because atomic number 7, nitrogen, hydrogen 1. So 7 electrons are there in one atom of nitrogen and 1 electron is there in one atom of hydrogen. So if you take 1 mole, you have 10 moles of electrons. But here he is taking only 0. Now how many moles? Here X is equal to 0.2 into 20, that is, yes, 2 moles. 2 moles of electrons. Now, coming to the third option, what is that? 1.5 gram moles of oxygen. 1.5 gram moles means, yes, 1.5 moles. So oxygen means O2, it has 16 electrons. If you take 1 mole, 16 moles of electrons are there. If you take 1.5, how many are there? Okay, so that is equal to, X is equal to 1.5 into 16. How much it is? Yeah, 24 moles. Yes, similarly 2 moles of sulfur. Yes, here I am taking 2 moles of sulfur. Similarly, we can get, yes, give a minute. 2 mole atoms, that's it. 2 mole atoms of sulfur, only atoms. So I am taking fourth option here. Sulfur is 16, 32. So in 1 we have 16 electrons. So if you take 1 mole, you have 16 mole of electrons. Okay, but if you are taking 2 mole means 32 mole of electrons. So here 32 moles of electrons are present in 2 mole atoms. So among all these, first is having only 3.2 moles, second 2 moles, third 24 moles, and fourth is having 32 moles. So among the given, fourth option is the correct one. Okay, let us go for the next question. Yes, here, when equal masses of methane and sulfur dioxide, methane is CH4, sulfur dioxide is, so equal masses are taken, the ratio of their molecules. For example, the molecules are present in their number of moles ratio. So he has taken equal weights, means it is 1 gram and it is 1 gram also. Same weight or WW. So now N1 is equal to W1 by molecular weight 16 and N2 is equal to W2 by molecular weight, how much it is? 64 for sulfur dioxide, because sulfur atomic weight is 32 and oxygen 16 plus 16. Okay, is it clear? Yeah. Now, so same way W1 is equal to W. Now N1 by N2, then the ratio of their molecules, equal mass of methane, yes, 1 by 16, 64 by 1. Okay, 64 is to 16, that is equal to 4 is to 1. Okay, so among the given options, the fourth one is the correct one. Always the molecules are present in their number of moles ratio, not weight, because weights of different compounds is different, molecular weights are different. Right, let us go for the next question. Yes, molecular weight of a gas is 44. So he has given that molecular weight of gas is equal to 44. The volume occupied by 2.2 grams of the gas under STP. So if you take 44 grams, that is equal to 1 mole, and that can occupy 22.4 liters obviously. If only take 2.2 grams, then how much it occupies? Then X is equal to 2.2 into 22.4 by 44. Okay, so by doing this calculation, we have A is equal to 1.12 liters. So the first option is the correct one. Okay, let us go for the next question. As the number of moles of hydrogen in 0.22 liters of H2 gas at STP. See here, as we know, if you take 22.4 liters, then 1 mole of substance is present. Now if you take only 0.224 at STP, these volumes are all measured at STP, standard temperature and pressure. So temperature is 273 Kelvin and pressure is 1 atm. So how many moles are there? Simply by cross multiplying, let it be X. X is equal to 0.224 into 1 by 22.4. So that is equal to 10 power minus 2, 0.01. So among the given, third option is the correct one. Okay. So this is the end of the session. Okay. Thank you, one and all.